Hello everyone, good morning. This is Suraj Pawar. Come back with one of the project that I have done regarding Node.js in month of January. So in that workshop, we have made it one APIs using API using Node.js and Express.js. So let's talk about like what the things that we have done over there. First of all, we know like what is the mean by Node.js. So is it a framework or a library? So here is the doubt. I need to clear it first of all. So Node.js is not a framework and not a library. So it's an open source cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment. So as JavaScript, we know that it's a programming language. So based on the JavaScript, before that we are using JavaScript as like we have to just run in the from client side only we have to run it, right? But based on Node.js, what we are doing now that we are also used with server side communication, it's happened based on the Node.js. Why? Because in that we are using Chrome V8 engine are using. So based on that only, like in Node.js, like there is a Ryan Dell having developers, so he just developed like in 2009 he just developed it, and this like he just like Node.js he using. So how it's the Chrome V8 engine he has used it, and then he put it, and then it's make that the server communication also happen by using the JavaScripts as Node.js. So that's why Node.js is using as a JavaScript runtime environment we can say, right? Here is like if you want to download in your laptop, so you can this, or there is a one like latest features which is currently version which is so mostly preferable we can use like mostly recommended we have to use this one. So first of all, let's dive into code about like what the things that we have made it by using this one. So first of all, I need to go about like what are the npm version I am installed or node version I have installed. So in this project, I have installed Node version is 18.17.1 and Node package manager version is 7.20.3. So first of all, let's go into what is present in package.json file. So in this, whatever the package that we have installed, like the third-party library, we can say like this. So all this package details which is present over in dependency. So in dependency, we are using NodeMon, Mongoose, JSON Web Token, Express.env, bcrypt. These all are called dependency and their own dependency. Like for example, in Express there are a lot of other things also which is required their own dependency. So all this information there are kept in package log.json file. So all this information, their own dependency to dependency, they are present over here. So now let's next towards so what is having dot git ignore file. So in that ignore file, for example, if you want to deploy our project into any version control. So for example, like we are using GitHub or Git, we can say, right? So we are using GitHub. So in that, I do not want to include my node module folder. Why? Because it's required. This file size is too much long, so it's required some time. So I need to ignore it. So for that, we are using this file git ignore. So it's ignored node module files, and rest of the course it should be put it over there. So after that, we having app.js file. So we can see in app.js file, we have what, first of all, we have using Express.js, we have connection. After that, we have the database that we are using is MongoDB. So that's why we Mongoose we are using imported. Then after that, initializing. Then after that we have using, see if we have using the post request and also what we have to do. So for that some middleware which is required. So for that we are using expert.json form. So to connecting with our database, so for that's why we are using module mongoose.connection which are required. Then after that, in that we have been required routers which is made of hotel and user. So in that whatever what are the routers like get, post, port, delete. Like based on in this project we have using CURD operation. So based on that only we have performed. After that we having the used like the APIs that we are using, right? So these are the all those things. Then after that we have to listen on that port which is having our port number 8080. So let's deep dive into that. What are the models and what are the fields that we are putting over there? In hotel we having name, city, price, rooms and image. And in user we having name, password, email and row. Same what we have in routers. What are the routers which we have present? So in that we have built it our whole router for get, put, patch, delete, all this router. Similarly for user, for example, if new user come, first of all he need to register it. So for that we have passed like username, password and the information like that. The same only login also we have created, then we need to check it whether same existing or not. So that's why we are login which is present. So based on the roles and responsibility, like we are using here the authentication and authorization as a part of one of the topic which is rare, right? So for that, if register user having the role, we have internally only changing the roles, right? If they having admin, only that admin only did need to do their addition of the one hotel or need to delete as per required, because we do not want to go to every person that request or their own access like admin, right? So we need some to restriction also required, right? So for that, for API testing, we are using what? We are using Postman. So here I'm making the hotel and users. Our collection name is hotel API.this. Inside I make the folder. So in that hotel, we having update to one change, create new hotel. So after that single hotel information, if you want to get entire, then we can get it. If you want to delete any hotel, so we are using so particularly that ID and then after that delete it. If you want to add some information, so we need to add it based on that. The similarly we are using for register. If you want to register some particular purple, like we have to enter it, name, password and mail ID. Same if you want to log in it, so only admin having their own access, so that's why we have the token, and that token we need to pass this towards in this, like in headers of that or based on the authorization. And after that only authorization people who have the admin access only they have to enter it. So same I will show you that this is my GitHub repository where I just put it. So this is my GitHub repository. So after that, what we need to do? So we have, just wait. So here we can see like I'm using Mongo Atlas. So here I need to put my data and all information. So you can see that in hotels I having the information of all the hotels, and in user whatever the user having their own entries. So they have come together and they have. So I'm storing my password in the form of what? It's called hashing, because there is one concept regarding like, see what happened if sometimes we having use multiple websites, so we are using the same password, right? So might be same password like encoded decoded if we are using, so we it's easily we have to encode decode the password, right? So it's better you can use the hashing. So hashing, it's impossible to decode once again whatever the user have the entries. So usually it's not good practice that we need to store the data as a password and all those things in our information. So you can see like this. So hope you like it about the thing that we have using. Let's make that the project based on the hotel API using Node.js and Express. Thank you so much.